Hi, my name's Gary Clark. I'm with Clark Pest Remedy. I've been in the pest control industry since 1978, and I've been a designated certified operator in the state of Georgia since 1988. And I've had my share of dealing with bed bugs in multi unit living areas, believe me. Well, how do bed bugs get into these facilities in the first place? Well, you've got visitors, employees, healthcare workers. They're coming in and out all the time. Some of them have bed bugs at their homes. You get used furniture, used clothing, all kinds of items are being brought in there. You don't know where they came from. The best thing for a pest control operator to do is to create a plan from start to finish. Get management staff and tenants involved. You need to find out what's going on first before you start diving in. You may wish you did. Ask them about the history of this complex. Ask questions. Was it chemically treated, heat, combination, what? Been repeat issues, retreats over and over? Who hangs out with who that has bed bug issues? A lot of little groups, so many people passing back and forth. Have you had visitors? What about used furniture? What's the first step? That would be detection. You need to know how many units you have. Find out the history, how many units they have that are currently infested, and try to schedule a inspection of all the units in a sweep type scenario. Keep good notes of those inspections. Don't get in a hurry. Get a list of units that are previously treated, and don't count on previous treatments by others. Look for signs of self-treating and ask. Make notes if a unit is cluttered, period. Check couches and recliners carefully because some people almost live in their couches and recliners. Don't just barge in there and give them an estimate for a treatment. This is not what they really want or need. Most of them know very little bit about bed bugs. So you've got to explain the way bed bugs work because some of them, they just don't understand. What? Well, most of these clients, they just view bed bugs as a liability and an expense. They need guidance to actually manage a bed bug program successfully. You're the professional. Take charge. Find out what's really going on first. It might just be one unit, maybe not. Using monitors can really be helpful. There are many types of monitors available. Some have lure materials, some of them are mechanical. I've tried them all, and I find cardboard can be a thrifty little monitoring device. And you can make your own out of scissors, and you can cut them in different shapes and put them between the mattress and box spring. They work pretty well. Professional monitors work great if they're placed properly, but I might add, don't depend on them or the cardboard. I've had these monitors under beds and couches that had hundreds of bed bugs in it with no bugs in the traps. Education is huge. We do a lot of classes for the tenants, especially. I do classes, get a little class for the staff together and get some coffee and donuts. But having them involved can really be helpful in one of these facilities if you teach them about bed bugs. With classes, you can get the feel for the group overall. Let them know that they can bring easily bed bugs into their units. It's not hard at all, and it doesn't mean anybody did anything wrong. Answering their questions is very helpful in a group scenario. It kind of lets you know what's going on in the psychological world of seniors. A canine is a great tool for this. They're very efficient. They're quick, accurate, non-invasive, very cost-effective because you could get a lot of units inspected accurately, quickly. And then you know what's going on. Here's a video of one of our pups that's just started going out in the field recently. And you'll see him find bed bugs in the corner of the couch, and he'll sit and and that's his response to live activity. See that tail wagging? He's a cutie. And he'll get a treat for showing us where the bugs are, and that's how he makes his living. He enjoys working. They love working with their handler every day. They love knowing where they fit into the team. Uh, they enjoy their task and that they're uh, taken care of very well by their handler, and they know that their handler cares for them. And their handler is responsible for all of their health, their food, their total every need is taken care of by their human handler. The dogs are extremely accurate. Now, they have to be calibrated like a scientific instrument. So that is also the handler's responsibility, and we have many tests, and a lot of these are simulations of real situations. And we try to have the dogs prepared for everything that they could possibly come in contact with. Now, when the inspection is complete, you want to kind of look at the results like a puzzle and try to look into who is social among the infested units. Are these people friends with each other? What might they have in common? Because there may be a general source. Well, what if you see excrement or signals of bugs, but you know nothing live? Okay, well, that's where knowing past history can really help you. And if there's been a treatment there, uh, have they been eliminated? Well, be careful and monitor these scenes. Again, I tell you, don't depend on the other people's treatments. Bedbug eggs are very small. They're very visible if you have decent eyes. They blend into a mattress and box spring color a lot, so a lot of times you'll be looking right at them and you don't see them. But if you get a dark textured sofa or chair, you'll see them quite often, little white spot egg. Very small, but they are visible. And when the eggs hatch out, they hatch out into nymphs, which are also very small. But these are actually little crawling insects that come out of these eggs, and they must find a host in order to proceed to the next stage. And there's 5 stages of nymphs before they become adults. And so in each stage, they must have a meal. So once they find a host, they will generally nest right close to the food source. And where there are eggs, there's usually adults also. They are almost always found hand in hand, and you'll usually find nymphs and quite a bit of excrement, depending on how many bugs and how long the nest has been there. You want to figure up your active units after the inspection. Look at their locations, and again, look at it kind of like a puzzle. Try to schedule the treatments on adjoining units, up and down, horizontal, vertical, whatever, so that you get better results. And limit what you ask the tenants to do, okay? Please quit telling people to throw all their furniture away. They do enough dumb stuff already. We don't need to add to the list. To the left is a guy emptied a whole bag of DE on all his furniture. And then to the right, I guess they use under the beds their trash can. But treatment options for bed bugs. You got vacuum, steam, liquid, dust, crack and crevice, aerosols, heat treatments, biological. There's many different types of treatments to choose from to eliminate bed bugs. Some of these are non-chemical. Vacuum is one. It's a gotta have it. If you vacuum up a bed bug, you're not going to have to do a callback on that bug. That bug's not going to bite anybody. So, having a good vacuum is a great tool for us in eliminating bed bugs. Steam is a good tool. That's also non chemical. And you just simply steam all the available surfaces that the steamer's not going to harm. Great for mattresses and box springs and flat cloth items, things like that. The only problem with steam is you can't get it to all the areas you'd like to. Dust. Here we're using an Exacticide duster to shoot a metered amount of Cymexa into a electric outlet. We also use some Delta dust in some scenarios, and there's other dusts available that are also labeled for bed bugs. Liquid treatments, you've got Crossfire, Alpine WSG, and Alpine Transport. Tempered is a very widely used product for bed bugs. It's been around for a long time. And as you can see, you get some heavy scenarios. Crack and crevice aerosols. They're great for injecting into cracks and wood joints where wood beds come together. You've got Alpine, Crossfire, Phantom, Bedlam, Tempered, New Van, and a plethora of other products available to inject. Heat treatments, the most effective in my opinion. That's what we do. I've got a lot of money invested in heat equipment, so and that's only because we had a lot of great results from it. Bed bugs die at temperatures above 118 to 119 degrees. They cannot withstand those temperatures. And we have electric heaters. They're used with a built-in generator in the truck or trailer, and then we run a cord into the structure, usually through a window or maybe a door or some type of opening. The equipment's very expensive. However, there's no pesticide use, which is a definite plus. And it usually takes about an hour or so to heat up the area to the kill temperature. And then we exceed that and we end up heating at generally 130 to 135. A unit is generally heated, like I say, at 130 to 135. We never go above that. You're not going to kill any more bugs. You just start having problems with things inside the house. We also bring fans in, and this kind of creates a little convection oven type scenario inside the unit. We have biological. Apprehend is a new product on the market. I say new, it's only been being used for a couple of years now. And this is a fungi type material that the bugs can spread between each other. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Our phone number is 770-957-1915. This will be a course that we will be using for CEU credits. And I appreciate your time. Thank you.